Swiggity swag, what's in the bag? Jay here. I'm bringing you guys another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle, and this is a battle I had against Nappy. And yeah, I'm still using the same team from the last Wi-Fi battle that I uploaded. I was still kind of just I got those battles in the same night, so that's why the team is kind of the same. You know, I didn't really have a lot to go off of with Pokebank because I didn't really Pokebank a bunch of boxes just yet. But looking at his team, I see that Togekiss over there. There's gonna be a problem. The Gastro is a problem. Azumarill is a problem because of priority, and you know, he just has a lot of problems, just a lot of threats over there. I'm not too worried about the Goodra though. I don't know why. I'm just not really worried about the Goodra. But let's go ahead and jump into the battle. Obviously, you know me. If I have a Smeargle on my team, unless they have something on their team that can completely stop my Smeargle first turn, I lead off with my Smeargle as he goes ahead and leads off with his Gastro, which it's fine with me because Smeargle outspeed, so I can go for the Spore and I can get free rocks or free sticky web as I actually go for the rocks, because I feel like rocks are a little bit more important because he does have that Darmanitan. Darmanitans do tend to be Scarf and they like to U-turn sometimes, so I don't want him to keep on switching out that what's that thing called, Darmanitan. Not only that, but he also has the Togekiss. But I go ahead and set up my sticky web now as well, and now my Smeargle is basically done its thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get the hell up out of here. Go ahead and go for the parting shot, and I do believe I go into Keldeo. Yeah, okay, I go into Keldeo. Sorry, it's been a little bit since we had this battle, but he wakes up and he goes for the Toxic, but he misses the Toxic. I'm not necessarily sure how much that actually mattered because he's gonna end up hitting this Toxic right here, and is gonna poison my Keldeo. I really don't care, because Keldeo's just in here to not take hits, to dish out some hits and then switch out because my Keldeo is Choice Scarf. But I know that I'm not doing too much damage to this Gastro, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch out because you know, the matchup is just not good. And I'm gonna go ahead and go into my Jirachi as he goes for the Recover, which is great because I basically get a free switch to my Jirachi, and now I can paralyze something on his team with Body Slam because that's what Jirachi do, or that's what this Jirachi does. And he brings in Slurp, the Goodra, which is great because now I'm about to freaking paralyze this thing, or at least attempt to paralyze, because then I would be able to go for Iron Heads and basically Paraflinch to this thing to death. So I do go for the Body Slam, and I think I end up getting the paralysis right here. No, I don't. No, I don't. I get it next turn. Sorry about that. I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, I get it this turn, I'm pretty sure. He does have the ability Gooey, which does lower my speed, but it doesn't matter because I'm still gonna outspeed him because this, first of all, he's slower because of the sticky web. Second of all, he's paralyzed now. So with him being paralyzed, he's only at what, like 25% of his normal speed. So it's gonna take a couple Gooey drops in order for my Jirachi to actually be slower than his Goodra, and by the time that happens, this Goodra is gonna be dead because I'm gonna go for Iron Head and basically Paraflinch him to death. And look how much damage that Iron Head did anyway, so he's not gonna be able to live another one even after the Leftovers recovery. And as you can still see, even after the Gooey drop, I'm still fast because my Leftovers activated first. So yeah, Jirachi is just in a good boat. So you know, yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and go for another Iron Head. That crit probably didn't even matter, honestly, and his Goodra goes down, so the Goodra is not even a problem anymore. And that's great because Goodras are really especially defensive, and that could have stopped my Ampharos for a little bit, and I didn't want it to stop my Ampharos at all, you know. But he brings in the Darmanitan. I'm afraid of the Flare Blitz, so I go into basically the one thing that for some strange reason I thought my Rotom was physically defensive. I don't know why, but it's because it's not. It's specially defensive. But I take the Rotom takes the Flare Blitz. Meh, I guess. It still does a lot of damage because I mean this Rotom isn't physically defensive at all. But he switches out and goes into the Gastro, and I think I just go ahead and go for the Willow because I knew he was going to switch out because obviously the Hydro Pump was too obvious The Hydro Pump was too obvious, and plus I'm not going to go for a Hydro Pump on a Darmanitan when he has a Gastrodon with Storm Drain on the team. Like, that's just not something you do ever. You know what I mean? But now I'm going to go ahead and go for the rest because I want my HP back. So I'm going to go for the rest and then wake up because of the Chesto Berry, because this Rotom is a Resto Chesto Rotom. So my Rotom's going to be at a nice amount of HP. He can go for the Scald all he wants. He can get the burn. It doesn't really matter to my Rotom at all, really. But unfortunately for him, he does not get the burn. So now I will be able to switch out my Rotom, because my Rotom cannot touch this Gastrodon now. Like, I mean, what does it have? What, Volt Switch and Hydro Pump? It can't touch the Gastro unless I had like Hidden Power Grass or something. But I go into the Keldeo as he goes for the Toxic, which is actually kind of funny because I was not expecting him to go for the Toxic. I was honestly trying to, I don't know what I really expected him to do, but I just went into Keldeo because Keldeo is kind of sort of my best bet, because I don't want to go into Ampharos because I don't know if he has Earth Power or not, or Earthquake or whatever, because he showed me Scald, Recover, and Toxic. I don't know what his last move is, so it could be either Earth Power, Earthquake, or Ice Beam. I don't want to risk bringing in the Ampharos right now. I didn't want to risk bringing in the Garchomp, especially on a potential Scald. So Keldeo is just the best bet. But I go for a Hidden Power Ghost just to see how much it does on the special side, and because I can't go for Hydro Pump, and Sacred Sword hits on the physical side. It does physical damage, I think, or Secret Sword, I think. Yeah, Secret Sword does physical damage. I can't remember. Sacred Sword and Secret Sword, they're like they're swords. I don't know, they're kind of similar, but at this point I'm like, okay, I think I did enough damage to where I can bring in my Ampharos on a recover, because like, yeah, I just wanted him to go for the recover, and basically I just baited him to kind of go for the recover. So, you know, that's why I switched to Ampharos now rather than earlier. Because, you know, yeah. But Ampharos is in here, gonna Mega Evolve, get that Fabio shit going. You know, Liz is about to do some mad work, and I think I go for the Dragon Pulse here because it's stab and it does the most damage, and you know, yeah, but he actually lives it, which is not really surprising at all, because it is Dragon Pulse and not like Draco Meteor. I kind of wish Ampharos got Draco Meteor, but you know, only dragons get Draco Meteor. So you know, kind of sucks that Mega Ampharos doesn't get it. But he goes for the Toxic. I'm not necessarily worried. He's gonna switch out, and at this point right here, oh my goodness, I wanted to predict him to go. You guys don't even know. I was predicting him to go. I was predicting him to either switch into this Togekiss or his Azumarill to predict me to go for another Dragon Pulse. And I was so close to hitting Thunderbolt, but I was like, what if he stays in with the Gastro though? Like, what if he stays in? Like, if he stays in, then it would have been bad. So that's why I went for the. I just stayed in, went for the Dragon Pulse. But yeah, I go for the Thunderbolt, and it fucking lives. This fucking Togekiss. I think this Togekiss is max HP, max special defense, so the thing took that hit really well. Honestly, it took it very well, and that's after Stealth Rock damage, guys. Like, so that this Togekiss can take some freaking hits, especially from my Mega Ampharos. Like, wow, that's amazing. But he goes for another Dazzling Gleam, and my Ampharos goes down. Kind of sucks, and I hate this thing's name, JJ. Like, fuck you, Nappy, for naming it JJ. I'm kidding, dude. No, I'm not kidding. Fuck that name. But I go into Jirachi. I know I can outspeed because he doesn't have any speed investments. My Jirachi doesn't have any speed investments either, but I know Jirachi can outspeed Togekiss. Go for the Iron Head, take it out, and Togekiss is now out of the way. Perfectly fine. Great. Fine and dandy. Awesome. But now he's going to go into the Darmanitan again, and I don't want to risk him going for the Flare Blitz, so I'm going to switch out yet again, and I think I go into my Rotom yet again. But he actually doesn't go for the Flare Blitz. He goes for the Superpower, which is actually kind of cool because, you know, my Rotom takes just as much HP from that. Damn, that kind of sucks. All right then. Well, there's construction going on outside. That's great. But anyway, I'm gonna go into my Garchomp now because he's locked in on Superpower. So he can either stay in, go for the Superpower, or switch. If he decided to switch, free switch into my Garchomp. He didn't switch, It's whatever though. I do get some rough skin damage on him, and now I can force him to switch because he doesn't want his Darmanitan to die just yet. And I am now free to go for a Swords Dance because that's what this Garchomp does. I have like 2 Garchomps. One is a Scarf Chomp, and this one's a Swords Dance Chomp with the Yachi Berry. So even if this Gastrodon happens to have Ice Beam, I'm sure that this Garchomp can take at least 1 with the Yachi Berry damage. Oh my gosh, there's fucking construction outside. Shut up, construction. Frick. It doesn't matter though. Anyway, so I go for the Fire Fang. I go for the Fire Fang over like Dragon Claw or Earthquake or something because I was kind of afraid of him bringing in the Azumarill or something. Actually, I don't know why I went for the Fire Fang. I don't know. I guess I was just being that guy. I guess I don't know. But now I go for the Earthquake. I think he actually went for the Play Rough right here instead of the Aqua Jet. I guess he thought he could live a +2 Earthquake from a Garchomp. Nah. Nah. But he brings in the Gengar now, and he outspeeds because he doesn't touch the ground because of Levitate, and he will Dazzling Gleam and kill off my Garchomp. I kind of forgot that Gengar got Dazzling Gleam, but there really wasn't much else I could do in that situation because something was gonna get hit pretty hard by that anyway. So I just decided to let my Garchomp die because I didn't really even need it anymore. But I go into the Keldeo, go for the Hidden Power Ghost. I probably should have went for the Hydro Pump because I think Hydro Pump is actually stronger because it's stab. And Hidden Power is base like 60 now, which kind of sucks. But I get some nice damage off on the Gengar. He goes for the Dazzling Gleam, kills off my Keldeo. And so now I'm going to bring in the Jirachi, and I know a Shadow Ball will not OHKO unless it's a crit. Unless it's a crit, it's not going to OHKO. And since he has a Life Orb, his Gengar is now down. So all he has left is his Darmanitan. And I mean, at this point, there's really nothing else he can do. I mean, he could go for like superpowers, but it's just going to lower his attack. I'm not sure what I have left on my team, actually. I think I have my Rotom left and my Smeargle. So I think it's a 2-0. I think this match was a 2-0. But he goes for the Flare Blitz just because he's like, whatever, fuck it. I'm pretty sure it was like a just fuck it, whatever. And yeah, kills my Jirachi, but he goes down in the process. And that's the game, guys. So if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm still not sure when the update video will be out. I still have to record it, but I will try to get that out as soon as I can. So stay on the lookout, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.